job, you guys.
Nice job. We got 8 more push-ups. Was it back to back like that?
And I've been a little kinked up ever since, so forgive me. One quick story. We just got back from Dubai. If you'd have told me I'd go to Dubai 15 years ago, I'd have just laughed at you. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of the UEA. Nothing against it. I just not a big. That's just something I'm not a. I'm a pine tree, high mountain peak guy. I'm just not into the desert stuff. But
this should be the why of everyone in business. Now, if you're a customer, your why should be a physical thing, right? If I'm just a consumer, my goal should be something physical. If I'm a business owner, this is my why. Because economic independence represents everything you want. It represents paying for your grandkids' college. It represents going on the trips you want when you want. It represents buying the car you've wanted and you've never wanted the debt to pay for it. It represents buying that new home in the zip code you really want to live in. It represents all of those things. But you can't do that until you have the means to pay for it. Okay? Or you can get an exposure.
You place one of those in your dream jar. That means you're closer to your dream. So when you walk out that door, maybe you grab 2 or 3 because you don't come back in that door until you've done 2 exposures that day. Because again, we're in a what? A contact sport. The more you contact, the better your business will go. The more you it's like going to the gym. It's like working out, right? We're getting ready to start that 90-day challenge. If you just go for the first week, you're not going to get much progress. But if you go over the next 90 days, what is your body going to look like? How much stronger are you going to be? Just like going out and contacting every single day. You do 2 consistently every single day, day in and day out. Where will your business be? Challenge yourself. That's your 90-day challenge.
What you do every day matters more than what you do every once in a while. How many believe that? See, I had a gentleman in my business a few years ago, and he came to me and he said, and we were sitting down talking about goals and his why and what he wanted to accomplish, and he said, okay, Paul, so here's my business plan. I'm going to work 20 hours this week, and then next week I've got this thing that I got to take care of, and then I'm going to work 20 hours the week after that. I'm just going to rotate my weeks. He said, so that's 40 hours a month I'm going to put into the business. And I said, you know what? I said, I don't want you to do that. He's like, why? I said, can you give me 5 hours a week? He's like, yeah. He said, but that's only 20 hours a month. And I said, yeah. But if you do something consistent on a daily basis, you will have success. Okay?
Anyway, I want to thank all of you for being here and having a commitment to not only to Synergy, but to your own business. You know, it proves that, you're doing something. You've committed to being here. You bought a ticket. You're spending 2 days to learn more about how you're going to build your dreams and your business. So, each one of you should be proud of yourself for making the trip here and coming to our
table. Tell everyone a little bit about your kind of growing up years.
So I grew up in a place called Aleknagik, Alaska. So to start with, let me tell you, it means wrong way home. So to get there, you fly from Seattle to Anchorage. In Anchorage, you go about 400 miles west until you get to Bristol Bay. And then you go up the river until you get to Aleknagik. So that's where
testimonial with the product is, both my parents died way too young from heart disease. My mom died way too young because she decided she wasn't going to do anything about it, and she hated doctors. And my dad loved doctors, and he took everything they told him to take. So, unfortunately, I started to show symptoms like that in my early 40s. My blood pressure sometimes could go as high as 250 over 150. And I was terrified. Even medication wouldn't bring it down. The first time I took Farage Plus, I looked at my husband and I said, if this Kool-Aid can bring down this blood pressure, you're never going to get me to shut up about it. So when my blood pressure started to go down, I had to make good on my comments. So that's why I'm here 5 years later. When I first started, I really had no idea what I was doing. I knew I had a product that worked. I knew that it...
But that was a blessing, right? You all know the story of the elephant. Every time we put an elephant in Thailand, it's born, they put a big chain on its neck. You know how much those elephants grow per day? Big pounds. Okay, that's the animal you want on the Slim Smart Challenge for gaining weight. But these things just go boom, 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 and then, you know, not too long later, they cut that chain off that elephant's neck, put a little string on it, put that same stick in the ground, and it's taught to walk in the exact same circumference. Because it has been convinced in its brain that it's not allowed to leave that circumference. And that's why we all get to go to Thailand and jump on one's back and ride it around in a circle. It's stupid, right? Well, I wasn't that way. My mom and dad cut that chain the day I was born. I was the best at everything I did from the day one, so now I just simply know it.
I'm a great leader, Thomas S. Monson. When we deal in generalities, we rarely succeed. When we deal in specifics, we rarely fail. That can be used in so many different ways in our life. And you know, I use this quote all the time. Because sometimes, oh yeah, I want to make six-figure income. Or I want to be Pearl, I want to be presidential, or I want to pay my house off, or I want to, you know, whatever it might be. And we're throwing things out there, and they're big deals, they're important, but they're very general. So we've got to be able to get specific. And, you know,
Our belief level should be sky high. Your belief level is a foundation of success you will have in Synergy. Your belief level. Your belief level's high, that you don't care. Your belief level's high, people feel your passion. They feel it, not just hear it. There's a big difference there. I'm very, very passionate about this company because I've seen people's lives change. I've experienced it. My life's changed. From the product, financially, all those things. So it's your level of belief. So how do you increase, how do you enhance, how do you improve your level?